Okay, so again, feel free to ask questions. Okay, then I'm gonna start the live now. Okay, okay. Okay, come. Let's take a look at the first question. Okay, first question. Okay, actually, if you are Sec 1 student, you should be able to do this as well. The man, 9. The man, are you a Sec 4 student? If your answer is 9, I'll be very, very scared. Why? Okay, let's read the question first. Okay, it says that M is a prime number. Okay, so even before I start this question, okay, or even before I tell you all what's the answer, sorry, hold up. I realized that yeah, so I realized that my thing is not very zoom out. Sorry. Okay. Okay, so even before I start this question, okay, I would want to focus on the fact that this is a prime number, okay, and a prime number is basically going to be a number, okay, that is 2, 3, okay, 5, 7, okay, and then your next prime number here will be 11 and 13, okay. Okay, but why don't I really care about the 11 and 13? Okay, is because, see, this number here is just a one-digit number, right? Okay, I basically cannot uh have a two-digit number. Okay, so these two options are out already. And then the question says this: if the number is corrected to 3SF, okay, basically, if I'm going to correct this number here to 3SF, I'm going to basically be rounding up. Okay, so actually, there's only two options left. For me to round up, only 5 and 7 will work, right? Okay, and then they want the maximum value of m, which is basically the largest value of m. Okay, and therefore the correct answer must be 7. So this question, in case some of you will ask me, do I need to show any working actually? Not really. Okay, you can just write 7 because it's a one mark question. Okay, so okay, those of you who know your prime numbers, you should know how to do this question. Okay, this is your first question. Okay, we're starting off with something that's a bit more easy. Okay, okay, I'm going to go on, okay, to the next question. Okay, so again, if you all don't understand, just let me know. Okay, I will just go through as slowly as possible. Okay, next question. This is a 2 marks question, so need to show me some sort of working. Okay, I'm going to zoom in a bit on the question itself. Okay, simplify this. Okay, so as part of a revision, I want to revise a few important things, okay, for you to note. So when you're in Sec 2, you learn this thing called identities, okay, which is your algebraic identities. Okay, and the first identity that you learn is actually your a plus b squared. Okay, you also have a minus b squared. Okay, and then a plus b and a minus b. Okay, okay. Any brave soul want to tell me what these identities equals to, if you can remember? Okay, I'll leave it here for maybe like 10 seconds first. Okay, and then see if you truly know what is happening. Let's see if anyone knows what is going on. Anyone knows what is the identities for these three values here? Wow, this Jermaine too nice really. Please don't insult JJ Lin. JJ Lin is my idol. Okay. Okay, special product, yes, okay, very good special product. Okay, so this is a square plus 2ab plus b square. Okay, this is a square minus 2ab plus b square. Then the last one is a bit more special. Okay, this is your a square minus b square. Okay, very good. Okay, so if you take a look at the question itself, okay, you realize, hey, actually one of them is my identities. So this one here, okay, and this one here. I'm going to highlight the entire thing. Okay. Now I have a new thing to learn. Yes, because you're Sec 1, right? This okay, you learn this in Sec 2, by the way. Okay. So from here, what we're going to do, okay, is I'm going to simplify. So I'm going to copy down the question first. Okay, and then I'm going to expand it. Okay, but take note, okay, I want to maintain the bracket over there first. So I'm going to expand. This is your 9x squared. Going to have minus 12x. This is plus 4. Okay. Okay, some of the students who are Sec 1s will ask me, wow, how do you get this so quickly? Okay, actually, I'm just following this. Okay, by the time you hit Sec 4, you should know this quite well already. It shouldn't be like, oh, I need to expand slowly, slowly. Really. Okay, okay, so from here, I'm going to continue. This is 3. I'm going to expand in. Okay, as a Sec 1, you should roughly know what I'm doing. This is your expansion into your rainbow. Okay, and then I'm going to basically simplify whatever that is the like terms. Okay, like terms, basically your 3 and your 8. So I'm going to rearrange it to get this. Okay, this will be my final answer. And of course, I need to write it down. Okay, so I'm low key a bit lazy. Okay, but it's okay, I'll just write it down. Keep this. This is my answer. Okay. Okay, so again, okay, for those of you who have friends, okay, who are Sec 4s and you want to bring in your friends, okay, just come along. Okay, and then just basically go and learn something today. Okay, take something out, even if it's like one small thing here. Okay. Okay, I'm gonna move on to question number three. Okay, anyone can tell me what topic is question number three? Okay, off your head, tell me what topic is this? Okay, if you know. How to do percentage change from uh well, how do I pronounce your name? Ne wait. Nereng Gopung. So I think I'm like butchering your name. How to okay? If there's a question later on, I will go through about percentage change for direct inverse. If not, I'll create my own question later. Okay. I'm your stalker certs. Not really certs, but related. The Gallo of time. Wow, nice name. Indices, yes, indices, very good. Which paper is this? This is the MGS last year paper, last year prelims. Good. This is indices, okay. And honestly speaking, indices is one of my favorite topics to teach and learn. Okay, my students know that I love doing indices, okay, because it's fun to me lah. Okay, okay. So what I'm going to do over here is, okay, you notice the numbers 7 and 49. Okay, they are related. Okay, so what I'm going to do is this. I'm going to change everything to 7 to the power of something. So, okay, first of all, I have a 1/7. Okay, as a Sec 3, Sec 4 student, you should know this. This is 7 to the power of minus 1. Okay, with the power of 2x still maintained on the outside. Okay, I'm going to go on. Okay, this is my cube root. Okay, but if you are fast, actually, you should know that cube root is actually just your power of 1/3. Okay, and then from here, what I'm going to do next is I'm going to change 49 to 7 to the power of something. Okay, so let's very quickly test. Anyone knows what can I change 49 to? 7 to the power of what? Anyone? 7 to the power of something. Yeah, very good. I don't know you. Yes, I really don't know you. Okay, 7 to the power of 2. Very good, nice. Okay, everybody very smart. It's not 72, 7 to the power of 2. Okay, you can put the arrow up to say that is the power. Okay, great. From here, I'm going to times in the power. Okay, this is your indices law. You're going to end up with 7 to the power of minus 2x is equals to 7 to the power of 2 over 3. Okay, nice. Okay, now that the base is the same, I can basically ignore the base. Okay, and I can now basically just compare whatever that is at the power. Okay, so minus 2x is equals to 2 over 3. Okay, and does anyone know what is the final answer? What is x equals to? Okay, first come, first serve. See who is faster. What is the answer for x? Anyone? Anyone? What is the answer for x? I know got a very, very strong math student here called Jermaine. Right? Anyone knows the answer? What is x equals to? Negative 1/3. Negative 4 over 3. Oh, I got two answers. Okay, negative 1/3 or negative 4 over 3. 65. Oh, 65? How do you get 65? Okay, good. The correct answer is not this one. Okay, it's this one. Okay, why? Because I'm dividing this by 2. I'm dividing this by, sorry, minus 2. Okay, I'm dividing both sides by negative 2. Negative 2 and negative 2. Can you teach radians? If there's a question later on, I will teach radians. Yeah. Uh, can use exponential to solve this? Uh, okay. Bergie, if you're asking this, then I'm assuming that you're a math student, right? But this is an e-math paper, so you cannot use what you did. I mean, what you learned in a math in e-math. Yeah. Can teach a math? Yes, we will have an a math one 2 weeks from now on the 24th of September. Yeah, so you can come for that one. So okay. So for Cherise, if there's radians, I will go through radians later on. Okay. Okay, good. This is the correct answer. Let's move on. Okay, let's move on. Okay, question number 4. Factorize this completely. Okay, this question itself is actually a little bit scary. Okay, because usually we deal with powers that is just a number. Okay, but right now what you're saying is this A. How come my power is so weird? Okay, so okay, maybe let me bring you to another question. Okay, I'm going to rewrite out the question. Okay, instead of using 2a, I'm going to be using 2 and 1. So I'm assuming that a here is equals to your 1. Okay, and then what I'm going to do is I'm going to factorize out. I'm going to take out 3. I'm going to take out y. I'll be left with y plus 2. Okay, this is if the question is a little bit simpler. Okay, but why am I showing you this? Okay, it's because it is basically the same thing. Can you substitute? Can, but you see, this answer here is 1 mark. So do you want to really substitute for 1 mark? I mean, you can lah, but it's a bit difficult. I mean, sorry, it's a bit tedious. Okay, so I wouldn't go for substitution. Okay, okay. 老师好. Oh, hey poppies. Hello, 学生好. Do I know you? Because there's only one person that calls me 老师. So I'm not sure if it's you. Okay, can from here again I'm going to go on. Okay, so from here what I'm going to do is I'm going to factorize out. Okay, but what I'll be factorizing out is slightly different. I'm going to take out the 3 as well. The y will be to the power of a, which is the one that we took out just now. I'm going to take out the a over here. What I'm left with here is y plus 2. So actually this is the correct and final answer. Sorry, there is an a power here. Okay. Okay, I'm a bit lazy, so I'm just going to tell you that you have to write your answer in the blank here. Okay, that's your final answer. Okay. Okay, so far so good. Okay, I hope you all are following me well. Okay, if you don't understand, please let me know. Or if I'm going a bit too fast, please let me know also. Okay, let's move on to the next question. Which blue tree is this at? Which blue tree is this at? What do you mean by which blue tree is that? You mean like where am I? Or which branch am I at? Okay, I'll let you tell me so much question. Yeah. But which blue tree you can search up on Google blue tree education. Okay, if not you can search up Blue3 Academy. Okay, both of them works lah. Or like which branch? Oh, you mean me? Or I'm at the Dhoby Ghaut branch. Why? This sounds a bit scary. We're very late at night already, okay. You look like Korean oppa. Uh, thank you for the praise, but I think I'm not at that level. So yes. Yes. I'm at the Dhoby Ghaut branch. Yes, this is Dhoby Ghaut. Okay, let's move on to part B. Okay, factorize this thing completely. Okay, for this kind of questions, right, there are a few keywords. Okay, and I want to take a look at this word completely. Okay, and a lot of students will miss out this completely. Okay, I'm going to take a look at how many marks this is. This is a 2 marks question. So basically not simplified. Sorry, it's not a very simple factorization question. Okay, those really, really strong students, you should be able to tell, okay, that this is a 4 term. So I have 1, 2, 3, 4. So usually when you see 4 term, okay, about 80+% chance it would probably be a factorization by grouping. Okay, so I'm going to write here, factorization by grouping. Okay, split into 2, very good. Yes, well, this divide dx, you're very strong. Okay, you know what you're doing. Okay, so I'm going to continue from here. Okay, I'm going to factorize out whatever that is common amongst that 2 terms. So I'm going to see this in terms of like this, okay, and like this. Okay, so for the first one, what I can take out here is I can take out the 5. Okay, I can take out the q as well. What I'm left with is 4p minus 3s. Okay, and then I'm going to do the same thing for the one in green. So I'm going to take out r, 3s minus 4. Okay, and then you realize, oh, the 2 brackets here, actually they look rather similar. Sorry, this is not 4. Sorry, this is 4p. Oh yeah, there's no space really. Right? Yeah. Let's Okay, 4p. Change sign, very good. Okay, I'm going to change the sign now. Okay, so I'm going to be factorizing out the negative. Okay, okay. So for those students that have no idea what I'm talking about here, okay, or like how did I change the sign, right? Okay, this is what I'm doing. Basically, on the side, I'm going to show you, okay, the working. So I have this R, okay, and because I want to change the sign on the outside, what I'm going to do is I'm going to factorize out the negative. Okay, so this is going to be a bit more confusing. Okay, and then I bring the negative out, so it becomes something like so. something like this. 4p minus 3s. Okay, this is what I'm doing at the back end. Oh, hi, hello, Xiaohui. Okay. Okay, so from here, what I'm going to do is I'm going to basically do factorization by grouping. I'm going to take out the two groups that have the same thing. So this will become 4p minus 3s bracket 5q minus r. Okay, in case you can't see this, okay, I'm going to do this. I'm going to do the green color line. I'm going to do the green color line. Okay, and this will be my final answer. So same thing, I'm going to bring it into the answer. Okay, so I'm going to pause here. Okay. Will I be going live tomorrow? Me or Blue3? Sorry, I don't do live because yeah, we go live on every Tuesday. So next Tuesday there'll be one. And then if you want to learn math again, you will see me 2 weeks from now. I'll be doing a A-math paper. No, this is E-math, demon killer. Nice. Please help us kill some demon. Can teach A-math? Yes, I'll be teaching A-math on the 24th of September. So 2 weeks from now, then you can come and watch also. Okay, but email important also, okay, if you all think about it. Next Tuesday is who? Next Tuesday is who? I always see the physics teacher. Next Tuesday I think it's chemistry, if I'm not wrong. Yeah, so need to check. Yes, can teach misleading graphs. If I see in the question, I will do it. Okay, okay, good. I'm gonna move on. Okay, next question. Okay, express this as what time are you live until? Depends on how many people there are here. So maybe like 9:30, if not 9:45. Okay, if really everybody is like here to really learn, then I will go until 10. Okay, so it depends. Okay, this question, quite a simple question, but at the same time, a lot of students are a bit confused. Why? Because usually we are more used to having that variable in front. Okay, so what I'm going to do now is I'm going to simplify this first. I'm going to end up with 3 minus n, 3 plus n. Okay, and then I'm going to basically factorize out my top part as well. Okay, if you feel that there is a need to, okay, if not, you can just leave it as it is. Okay, there is no need to go and factorize it. Okay, okay, next, I'm going to continue from this side over here. And then what I want you to recognize is actually this question, okay, this one and this one here is the same thing, right? Same thing. So basically what I can do from here is I can go and multiply with the 3 minus n and times the 3 minus n. Okay, what I'm doing over here is basically trying to make, okay, the denominator the same. Okay, I'm trying to make denominator the same. Okay, okay, from here, if you want to go and factorize this, sure, you can. Okay, those of you who are in Sec 3, Sec 4, you should basically know how to key in the calculator to get it. Okay, so I'm just going to quickly do this. 3n plus 1. This is n minus 3. Okay, over this. Okay, for the sake of everybody, I'm going to rearrange this to make it the same. Okay, and then what I'm going to end up with is something like this. This is 5n minus 3 bracket 3 minus. Okay, okay, I am going to pause here for a while, okay, in case you want to see. Okay, okay, from here, okay, what I'm going to do is I'm going to combine the two fractions together. Okay, do you need to expand it? Okay, so some of you will want to expand it, also can. There's some of you who don't want to expand it, also can. It really depends on you. Okay, so if you feel that expanding is easier for you, then go ahead. This paper not very creative. Um, I think DYDX, I think you're just very strong. That's why the questions to you feels very lame, you know. Okay, from here I'm going to combine. Okay, at the same time, okay, for those of you who are really strong, you'll recognize something. You'll be like, hey, these two terms are actually quite similar, right? Okay, so what you can do is you can basically factorize out the negative again, which is what we did just now. Okay, I'm gonna end up with this. Gonna end up with this. Gonna end up with this. And then those of you who want to not factorize, sorry, to not expand it, you realize, hey, actually I can do factorization by grouping. Okay, so I would say that this question, if you want to do it using this method, is quite high level. Okay, at least, how do you factorize the n square minus? Oh, okay, can. I will show you later. Okay, okay, let me finish this question first. So when I take out this, okay, what I'll end up with is something like this. This is 3 minus n, okay, whatever that I'm left with in the bracket, negative 3n plus 1 plus 5n minus 3. Okay, okay, let me make this a bit smaller. Okay, then from here, I'm going to continue. You can recognize that actually I can cancel out this and this. Okay, so what I'm left with is really just whatever that is left at the top. Okay, which is is it's not a square minus b square. He's asking for cross factorization. Yeah. Okay, so it's minus 3n minus 1 plus 5n minus 3. Right? We're gonna end up with this. And then from here you just go and simplify it. This will give you 2n minus 4 and then n plus 3. This is the final answer. Okay? Okay, there is you had a question, right? How do I factorize the n 3n square? So on the side, okay, I'm going to teach you all this. Okay, on the side. You put up. Okay, so I have a 3n minus 8n minus 3. Okay, and then what I'm going to do over here is I am going to put the n square term here. I'm going to put the constant term next to it. And the last final term goes like this. Okay, so what you want to remember is this. This is always the x squared. This is always the x. And this is always the constant term. Yes, cross factorize correct. Hmm. Okay, I know some schools don't teach it this way. Some schools teach it like this. So yeah, okay, they teach it in like this other shape. Also can it's actually the same thing. Okay, there's no difference. So that was what I learned back then in my time. Now the newer method is this. Okay. Okay, from here what I'm going to do is I'm going to ask myself something times something. Okay, something times something here gives me that 3n square. Okay, so I'm probably going to have a 3n and an n. Okay, my teacher calculator. Yeah, you can use calculator, but then there are some questions that you must know how to do your factorization. So you must still know how to do it. Okay, from here I'm going to play around with the numbers. Okay, it's going to be either 3 or 1. If not, it's going to be 1 or 3. Okay, so really just go with the gut feeling, okay, whichever one that you feel that is more accurate. So let's try. I'm going to times and times over here. I'm going to end up with, this is 9n, this is n. Okay, then I was like, hey, nice, the numbers matches up to give me my minus 8. So this has to be minus, this has to be plus. This is minus and this is plus. So there comes your two brackets, which is basically the same thing as what I did over here. Okay, but of course, those really, really fast students, you'll be like, hey, but I can do this at the back of my head. So do I still need to show you this working? Okay, so you don't really have to if you can do it at the back of your head. Okay, so yeah. Okay, basically guess and check, but educated guess and check. Because if you don't know what you're doing, you will spend a really, really long time. So I would say that this question here is quite straightforward already. So if you have much more factors to guess from, then you will spend a lot of time. Okay, but of course, if you are really, really fast, then you will know how to use the calculator to go and check lah. Okay, so you can go and Google it, you can go and YouTube it. They will teach you how to use the calculator to go and check. Okay, okay, nice. Wow, I spent so much time on this question. Okay, this question is 3 marks worth. Please go and get it. This one is like 3 marks. Okay, in your paper. Okay. By the way, I'm just also curious. DYDX, are you a math student? Yeah, currently in school. You sound super super strong. Yeah. Okay. I am going to skip this question. I think this question is not really worth the time to to go through. Okay, so let's take a look at yes, yeah, I know DYDX is A math. I'm asking whether are you a math student? Okay, let's take a look at question 7. Differentiation. Okay, cool. Ha ha ha. Math jokes. Oh, yes, you are. Okay, nice. Okay, I am pretty sure you're gonna get an A1 for your O levels. Okay, so given that A is between 90 and 180, okay, I am looking for keyword. What does 90 and 180 between these two values sound to you like? There's a keyword that I'm looking for. E is harder than A. Yeah, that's what most strong A math students say. Because A math very dead, ma. A math, A math is like, A math is like very, very good. Okay, good. This I'm looking for obtuse. Okay, for the A math students, you have a slight advantage in this question. Why? Because you know that this obtuse basically means quadrant two, okay, in your A math trigo. Okay, but of course don't write it out in the exam for E math because it won't really help you. It's more for your own understanding. Okay? Okay, from here what I'm going to do is this. They say find the value of A. So as a student you should know, oh okay, I know what to do. So I'm gonna take sine A is equals to 7 over 25. Okay, I'm gonna sine inverse it. Okay, I'm gonna try to find out what is the value. So A is equals to sine inverse of 7 over 25. Okay, and then with my calculator, let me just key in sine inverse. I'm going to end up with 16.260. Yeah, okay, okay. But then they say this A is in the second quadrant, right? Oh, sorry, A is obtuse, right? This value over here is obviously not obtuse. Okay, it is an acute angle. So I'm going to do over here is this. Okay, you should know that I can actually then just say that I can take the other value which is 180 minus over this. Okay, which will then give me, yes, 74. I'm going to round this off. This is 163.7. Okay, but the question is asking you for the value of A. They're asking for value. Okay, not the one with the units. So the answer is just 163.7. Okay, for the A math students, remember your trigo. This is your 180 minus alpha, right? There's your quadrant 1, quadrant 2, quadrant 3, quadrant 4. So you can actually use your A math knowledge to help you in your E math. Okay, that's something that most A math students will have slight advantages over the E math students lah. Okay, okay, nice. Let's continue. Okay, I hope you all are still surviving. Okay, only 7 questions. Okay, next one. Without the use of calculator, find the numerical value of cosine A. Okay, this question looks a bit simple, but if you take a look at the marks, it is 2 marks worth. Can you teach A math trigo another day? Uh, okay, I won't have a lesson that is like A math trigo per se. Okay, but I'll be doing A math paper in 2 weeks from now. So if there's a trivial question, then I will go through, then I will also teach. How hard is Sec 4 math? Wow, how do I pronounce your name? E, wow, how do you pronounce it? Engine CM Kitty Jinda. Okay, I have no idea what your name means. Okay, but I can read Korean, yes. Your name not strong because you're only in Sec 3. But sounds like you're quite strong already. What is reciprocal? Reciprocal is 1 over something. 1 over something. Okay, reciprocal of that something. So let's say if I want reciprocal of x, then it's just 1 over x. Okay. But yes, Cherise, I can teach A math trigo, but for this period of time, we are focusing on the Sec 4s. So if you are a Sec 3 student, then you can tune in the future ones. Okay. I'm from primary school, but my sister need help. My sister need help. Cool. Wait, let me answer your question. Where I lost your thing. How hard is Sec 4 math? I would say actually for A math wise, Sec 3 is the highest pick really. Because if a Sec 3 doesn't do well, then your Sec 4 confirm won't do well. But the Sec 4 topics I feel is a bit easier to understand than the Sec 3 topics. Okay, this is my own personal take lah. Okay, and then you have E math also. E math is basically a bit more also more logical based in Sec 4. So Sec 3 I would say is where the bulk of the content is. So actually Sec 3 is harder than Sec 4 in my own opinion. Primary school is harder. Primary school is harder. Yes, uh, I know what you're saying. Man. Okay, so I'm going to go on. Okay, they say without use of calculator, find the numerical value of cosine A. So you are not allowed to just key in into the calculator and then get away with it. So this is what I'm going to do. Okay, this sine A over here, okay, I want to think of it as if it's like this. Sine A is opposite over hypotenuse. Okay, if I were to draw a triangle, okay, maybe this triangle is in the second quadrant. So I'm going to draw it like this. Okay, this triangle looks like this, and then I'm going to have the 25 over here, which is at the hypotenuse. Okay, and then your cosine A is at the adjacent. The adjacent will be sorry, your sine A, the opposite value will be at 7. Okay, that final value here, okay, how am I going to find it? Okay, I'm definitely going to find it because of your Pythagoras theorem. So at the back of my head, let's just say that this value here is x. Okay, so I'm going to say that x squared is equals to 25 squared minus 7 squared. Okay, this is by Pythagoras theorem. Okay, I'm going to end up with sorry, square root of 25 square minus 27 square. I'm going to say that x must definitely be, sorry, x must be more than, okay, in this case, I'm going to end up with 24. Okay, so basically what I'm trying to do over here is I'm trying to figure out what is this value here, which is 24. Okay, but you must remember cosine in the second quadrant, okay, is negative. Okay, and so if I were to take adjacent over hypotenuse, okay, then the answer here has to be cosine A is equals to negative 24 over 25. Okay, this negative here is because it is the second quadrant. Okay, and we know that cosine in the second quadrant, or when I take 180 minus that small angle, okay, that will give you your negative. Can use ASTC as working. Try not to show it because you are doing EMAth. Yes. But yes, the understanding is actually your ASTC. Okay, so again, for those of you who take AMAth, this question you will have slight advantage because you will have understood what actually this ASTC is. Darius, are you a Sec 3 student? Your reaction very worrying for me. Sec 4? Oh my god, do you take AMAth? I cannot remember. Oh, okay. Why is it negative? Okay, wait. Let me delete this thing away. Okay, for sorry, what's the name? I don't know you. Okay, I don't know you. If you go back to your textbook, okay, you would have seen something like this. Cosine theta, okay, is equals to negative cosine 180 minus theta. I'm not sure if you have seen it or you remember it. Yeah. You only know this if you are Sec 3 lah. Unless you are from an IP school. Then Sec 2 you will have known this, right? Okay. Hi. Yeah. So basically what this is telling you is this. In the first quadrant, okay, let's say my theta here is acute angle. Okay, then definitely this thing here must be obtuse angle. So what they're telling you is when this one is in the first quadrant, this one is in the second quadrant, okay, then basically the value is the same. So for example, if you try to key in cosine 60 degrees, okay, you will end up with half. Okay, but if you try to key in something like this, cosine 180 minus 60 degrees, okay, you realize that the two angles here are the same, right? This one and this one here. Okay, you realize that the answer here is minus half. Okay, so what this tells you is this. For the cosine value in the first quadrant and in the second quadrant, okay, they have the same value. They have the same number, but the signs is different. Okay, one is positive and one is negative. And of course, if you take AMF, then this will be a lot easier for you to understand because it's basically just your ASTC lah. Okay. Okay. Wow, Darius, if you are Sec 4, I'm a bit worried. Okay, now I know why you yeah. No worries, no worries. Okay, can please ask questions? Okay, good that you're asking questions. Okay, I talk to myself also very very boring. Okay, come, let's move on to question number 8. Okay, someone asked for direct inverse percentage change, right? Okay, nice. You predicted the future. Okay, this is your question. Okay, but before I get there, which is part C, let's look at part A first. Okay, I failed math. Ayo, why you fail math? Don't like that, man. Okay, you can come for our live teaching. Okay, then we will teach you. Okay, so first of all, the question says this. Okay, the time taken to download a file, blah 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 blah. Okay, is inversely proportionate to the internet connection speed. Okay, and then when the speed is this amount, the time taken is this amount. Okay, integrate to find displacement. You can't understand math. Is probably because you have to find a teacher that teaches the way that you want to learn it. Yeah. Or I'm not sure, is it because you don't like your teacher, then you're not listening in class? Okay, that's usually what my Sec 3 kids tell me. Okay, but you have to understand it, okay, not just memorize. Yeah, I see that's the common thing that everyone say. Okay, so maybe you go and find a teacher, okay, or tuition teacher that you like, okay, or you really enjoy how they teach, then you learn from there. Okay, because most students come to me also telling me the same thing. So end up is really, do you connect with a teacher? Or not? Okay, okay. This is sketch the graph of T against V. This concept here is inversely proportional, which is this concept over here. Okay, so those of you who are really, really good students, you should know inversely proportional basically means this curved line. Let me draw this thing properly. Ayo, like this. It's basically just a line that looks like this. Okay, so that's your 1 mark. This is a factual recall question. Okay, of course, can you figure this out by yourself? Can. Okay, but it will take a bit of effort in the future. Sorry, in the exam. Okay, next one. Find a time to download. Okay, so this is a typical direct and inverse proportion question. So I'm going to start off with T. Okay, because they say that T is the time. Okay, T is inversely proportional to the internet connection speed. So it's going to say, when it says sketch is estimated, right? Yes, when it says sketch is estimated, so it's roughly. You don't have to give me the actual one. Yes, someone asked, is there a graph for, yes, direct proportion, it looks like this. So let me draw it up. Okay, direct proportion usually goes from the origin all the way up. Yes, so yes, I'm answering Sharice's, I don't know you and Darius' question. It's a straight line up. Can? Okay. Okay, there is a reason why, okay, for this, okay, but I'll not spend so much time on this because I'm not going through direct and inverse proportion. So, if you're interested, maybe in the future, when we have programs, you can come and join us, then we will explain this a bit more. How do they on the has to start on? Yes, very good. Yes, for this kind of questions, uh, yes, you need to start from the origin. J1, oh my goodness. Do I know you, J1? Yes. To answer your question, yes, I was, but not anymore. Yeah, which is why I'm here. Okay. Okay. Jerome, have I told you before? Okay. I don't know you, but oh, is it? Which outlet are you from? Wait, inverse proportion. Yes, cannot touch the x-axis and y-axis. Yes, cannot. Okay, why? Okay, because okay, if you all want to know, because the formula for inverse is this: if x is equal to 0 or y is equal to 0, you will realize that basically this entire thing wouldn't make sense because you end up with an error, right? Something divided by 0 is always an error. Mr. Love student, yo, okay, I will ask you about it later. Wow, so cool, so cool. Small one, small one. Okay, so I'm gonna go on. Okay, from here I'm gonna end up with T is equals to K over V. Okay, where K is a non-zero constant. Okay, I know some schools tell you all to not write this. Some schools says insist must write this. Okay, so it depends on your school. Okay, I would say because during O levels it's like the last time they are taking it already. So just go ahead and just write it. Okay, Joan, are you from the Monday class? That's the only class that I take for Mr. Af. Okay, go on now. So from here, you have the values, which is 250, and the time taken is 4. Okay, so I'm going to sub in when t is equals to 4, and then the v is equals to 250. Okay, so from here, I'm going to sub in the values. Okay, so 4 is equals to k over 250, and then k is equals to 1000. Okay, why no P51 or Zoom? Huh? What do you mean by why no P5? Because this channel is this channel is a secondary channel. So I think you're at the wrong place lah. Yeah, but if you're not secondary school, welcome. Oh yes, hi hi, cool cool cool. Yes. Okay, I'll go and ask Mr. Af later. Okay. Okay, so I'm gonna start in the values back. So this is 1000 over V. Okay, and then from here, what I'm going to do next is this. They are asking you the time taken to download a file where is 160. So I'm going to then sub in the the v is equals to 160. The t will be equals to 1000 over 160. Okay, which is equals to 6.25. So my final answer here is 6.25. Teach H2 math, please. Cannot lah. You ask Mr. Af lah. Why you ask me? Mr. Af, teach H2 what? I cannot teach H2. Yeah. Okay, let's continue. Okay, so this is the question that Cherise asked for. If the speed increased by 25%, okay, find how do you know where wait, how you know where to put in? Oh, because the speed is equals to this, so the V is equals to 160, right? So this one, here, this. So I put it inside here. Or do you mean like my first equation? So they told me, right, time is 4 seconds, time taken is 4 seconds, and then the speed is 250. So time is equals to 4, speed is equal to 250. So you just need to go and match the values. Okay, I'm gonna go on. Okay, so from here, they say if the speed increased by 25%. Okay, so this is where a lot of students start to get a bit lost, okay, as to what is happening here. Okay, so I'm going to put back the values first. T is equals to 1000 over K, sorry, over V. Okay, I'm going to write this on the side. So I have the original V. This is equals to, okay, I will just use the same letter, which is basically just V lah. Okay, I'm going to use the V new. Okay, so when the speed is increased by 25%, if the original speed is V, or rather 1V, okay, what is my new V here? Okay, what is my new V? If original is just 1V, okay, my new V, very good, 1.25. 1.25 V. Okay, or you can also write it as like a 5 over 4 V. Good, 1.25. Very nice. Okay. Okay, from here, what I'm going to do is this. I'm going to sub in the new V is equals to 5 over 4 V. Okay. And then this T over here will become my new T. So it becomes 1000 over this. Okay, I'm going to put a bracket here first. Okay. Some of you will be like, wow, die, something over a fraction. How do I solve this? I never understood how to solve something over fraction. Remember this? Yes, correct. Hi, math, right? Yeah, because you all don't like direct and inverse. Very good, flip change. But how do I get to the flip change? How do I even know I need to go and flip change? So I'm going to do this. Okay, this is more for your understanding. Okay. On the side, I'm going to write. Okay, on the side. This is how it works. 1000 over 5v over 4. Okay, last time when you all were doing primary school questions, you had this 3 over 4. Okay, what does 3 over 4 mean? Do you remember? What does 3 over 4 mean? 3 over 4 actually means 3 divided by 4, right? So it's 3 divided by 4. Yes, very good. 3 divided by 4. Okay, so actually this question here is just 1000 divided by 5v over 4. Okay, and then the question is asking you divide. So primary school learned before, right? Your favorite fast food restaurant, KCF, keep change flip, right? So it becomes 1000 times 4 over 5v. Okay, so actually this becomes just 1000. Sorry, my v is at the bottom. It comes like that. Sorry, I read wrong. 4 over 5v, like this. Okay, so what I'm going to do over here is this. I basically ended up with almost the same thing. Okay, but what I'm going to do is this. Remember at the start, I had this t is equals to 1000 over v. Okay, so I'm going to rewrite my entire statement here. I'm going to rewrite it as this. 4 over 5 bracket 1000 over v. Okay, so what I'm telling you is this. Actually, this just becomes 4 over 5, 1000 over v. Okay, so the one that is in the red is the understanding portion. Okay, the one on the right side, on the left side is your blue color working. Okay, that is what you should be writing in the exam. Okay, and why am I writing the one on the red color side is because a lot of students don't really understand what is going on. Okay, so if you want to understand, then I suggest that you go ahead and uh, try to understand what I'm writing. Okay, okay, from here, why do I do this? Because you realize, this thing here is the same thing over here. So this must be 4 over 5. So t. Okay, this is 4 over 5t. Okay. Okay, from here, I can now finally answer the question. Okay, find the percentage change, okay, in the time. So now I'm going to use my new time value, which is the 4.5. Okay, I'm going to take your percentage change formula, okay, which is equals to the new value minus the old value divided by the old value times 100%. Okay, and then from here, what I'm going to end up with is I'm going to end up with new is 4 over 5, O is just t divided by the old value times 100%. Okay, and finally I'm going to end up with negative 20%. So my percentage change over here will be negative 20%. Okay, I know I spent a lot of time on this question. Okay, but basically you need to understand a lot of things in your direct and inverse proportion. Okay, so try your best to understand this. Okay, I'm going to leave this here for a while, okay, just to give you some time to understand. Why not t minus 4 over 5? You can do that. Okay, then you will see what happens. Okay, okay. So the formula when you say t minus 4 over 5, right, is this percentage decrease. So actually I'm looking for what is percentage decrease. I will take the t minus the 4 over 5, t over your t times 100%. Now I'll end up with this. Okay, and why do I have a different outcome? Is because this one is a percentage decrease. It is really telling me that it is decreasing. So I just need to tell the person, oh, 20, decreased by 20%. But if I tell the person I decreased by negative 20%, then it's like a double negative. It's like the opposite of the opposite. Then it's actually I'm increasing. So usually what I tell my students is this: just memorize one formula. Don't go for percentage increase or decrease. Because actually it's the same thing. Because why? When you end up with minus 20, you know that is a decrease. Okay, then we look at the question. What do they want? They say they want percentage change or they want okay, percentage decrease. Yeah, they want change, right? So the change has to be a minus or plus. Okay, so understand why you're doing certain things. Okay, don't just blindly go for it. Okay. Okay. Wait, let me see. I hope I answer your question, Pai. They ask for they no correct. If they ask for decrease, then no need the negative sign. Mm. How to know if it's direct or inverse proportion graph? The question will tell you usually. So for example, like this, if I go back to the top, it says this, blah 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 is inversely proportionate. Yeah. So read the question. Okay, a lot of you don't read the question. That's why you're a bit confused. Right. Okay. Let's go on and do one last question before. What if they give you the word symbol look like infinity sign? Usually in O levels they shouldn't give you lah. Yeah, I think they won't give you at O levels. Did they? I can't remember the last few years of O levels have not. Yeah. Okay, I'm gonna go on. Okay, one last question before we probably take a break. Then we will come back. Okay. Okay, let's take a look at this one. Question 10. Okay, a lot of you all don't like this topic. Okay, because set language, right, or index note, sorry, your set notation, so you really don't like it. Okay, this is your universal set. Your universal set tells you I have all the integers from 0 or rather more than 0 and less than or equals to 15. So actually this question, okay, is telling you, oh, I can actually go and list out all the numbers. So this one is actually just 1, 2, 3, all the way until 14, 15. Okay, and then for your P is a prime number. So P is going to be 2, 3, 5, 7, 11, and 13. Okay, so these are your prime numbers. Okay, there is more than 0 and less than or equals to 15. Okay, and then the last one, x is divisible by 3 or 15. Okay, anyone knows what is the answer for x is divisible by 3 or 15? X is divisible by 3 or 15. 15. Okay, I let your yeah, I let your CC first. No decimal. Okay, so actually they're just asking for okay every number here that is divisible by 3 or 15 okay, so it's basically any numbers that is a multiple or 3. Yes, very good. ALXL with two exclamation mark. Okay, so actually this is a bit tricky. This is 3, 5, 6, 9, 10, 12, and 15. Okay, so this question is quite tricky. It looks a bit innocent, but it's quite tricky actually. Okay, so I'm going to go on from here now that you have your okay values. Okay, so actually this is a bit more playing with English already. Changing the graph to a line. I need a question about changing. How valuable? I think you are asking for A math linear loss. Yeah, that one is A math, not E math. Yes, I think is that what you're asking for? Okay, so list the elements in P prime. Okay, intersect Q. Not linear but graph question. I need to see if I have a graph question here because I don't know what questions is coming up next. Yeah. Okay. Okay. So P prime intersect Q. Okay. So if you list out your values, P prime. Okay. Actually, it's just all the numbers that is not prime. So I'm gonna write it out first. 1, 4, 6, 8, 9, 10, 12, 14. Oh, coordinate geometry. Is it? Is it coordinate geometry? Hot fella bit. No, no. Hey, Pi, why you scare me? Okay, Q is, okay, I continue. Okay, just go and type first. Okay, 3, 5, 6, 9, 10, 12, and 15. Okay, so from here, they're asking you P prime intersect with Q, which means I want the common items. Okay, so P prime intersect Q will be, no, no, it's just this thing. It's just this thing. It's not intersect. It's in the EMF context, it's basically uh whatever that P is not. So I take everything else outside of P. Okay. So I'm looking for those that are common. The common ones is 6, is 9, is 10, is 12, and 15. Okay, and this is your answer. You're gonna put it here. Can? Okay, I go to wait let me give me a while Okay, I need to check if I need to stop the uh IG live. Sorry, not IG live, I'm talking about. How often do you go live? We go live once every week because now is the O level period, right? So such course we will have different subjects every week. So next week is chemistry, but I don't teach chemistry. Okay, and then next week will be A math, so I'll be here again. Okay, and then next week will be physics. I think I'm not really sure of the schedule. Yeah, but for now, once a week, and then during the O level period, we will go a little bit more. How to know the date? No one teaches by wait, wait. Let me. Uh, uh, okay, let me send you something. So for ALXL, okay, you can go and search this. Yes, actually, just find our page lah. Yeah, just find our page on IG and on TikTok. Then we will post when we are going on live. Usually it's on Tuesdays. Yeah, okay. Okay, do I take physics? No, my God, I hate physics. Physics is one of my worst topics. Huh? Do I need to go change the game of life? Yeah. Okay, I'm gonna go on. Okay, yes. So you all can go to our TikTok and IG page to see when we are going live. Okay. Okay, great. I'm gonna continue. Okay. I'm gonna maybe see how many people are still here. I'm gonna go for maybe another 15 to half an hour. Okay, we'll see. Okay, let's look at this question. Okay, this is the killer question, right? Why? Because you all don't like to explain. Okay, so let's make this a bit more participative. Anyone can tell me what is misleading about this particular graph? Okay, see who knows. Vertical axis. Okay, what about it? What about the vertical axis? The vertical axis slanted, is it? Or the vertical axis is horizontal? Does not. Very good. Does not start from zero. Okay, so one mark, one free mark. The vertical axis, okay, does not start from zero. Very good. Very good. Now, oh, everybody know. Wow, everybody so smart. Okay, very good. Everybody know. Okay, great. I'm gonna go on. Okay, then now this it says explain. Okay, you're here to explain, right? Okay, explain how this affects the reader's interpretation of a graph. So I'm gonna go back to the graph here, and I'm gonna ask you all. Okay, can someone suggest to me how would you answer this question? Okay, I know that it doesn't start from zero. Okay, good. But how does this affect someone's reading or someone's perception of what is going on in this thing? Okay, how will it affect someone's perception of uh, what is going on here? Okay, because I didn't start from zero, the reader might interpret that 2020 is double of 2010. Makes the difference look practically drastically different. Okay. The answer will be an estimated answer. Looks twice. Okay, good. So, I think most of y'all got the answer already. Okay, so actually looks twice is more of 2015. Okay, if you take a look, it's like roughly halfway through, right? So 2015 is half. But if you take a look at the other value, actually 2020 looks like it's three times of it, right? But if you take a look at the actual value, this is 2.7, maybe 2.657. This is around 5. So it's not actually three times, it is two times, right? So I'm going to say this. Okay, the graph, okay, misleads the reader, okay, thinking that the price in 2020 is thrice that of 21. Okay, when it is only about twice. Okay, so even if you cannot give me the actual wording that I'm using now, it's fine. Okay, give me something that makes sense to someone. That means when you're trying to explain it to someone, will they understand what you're talking about? Okay, so I know a lot of you hate this kind of explanation questions, and this is where you all lose marks. Okay, but you must also remember that every one of the other colleagues also don't like it, right? So basically, everybody is suffering together now. Okay, okay, let's move on to the next question. Okay, I'm quite excited for the next question. Okay, not because I like this topic, okay, it's because it is a tough question. Number patterns. Okay, give you all some chance to participate. How? What is going on here? Okay, what is going on here? Anyone can figure out what is the pattern. Okay, what is the pattern over here? What is the pattern over here? What is the pattern over here? You can just throw out random things. Okay, I will just pick and choose. Okay, which of your answers here? Can tell me which ones is it? Okay, anyone can spot any patterns here? Okay, we can treat this as kind of like a n value. This is an n1, n equal 2, n equal 3, n equal 4, and then this is just an n. Okay, anyone? Anyone can figure out anything? Okay, this question is a bit scary, right? Because got so many numbers there. Anyone? 2m plus 3. Wow, so fast, 2m plus 3. 2n, 2. Okay, 2m plus 3 is the final thing, lah. Okay, so this is the final thing. Okay, but how do I write at the start? Because I cannot simply just write 2m plus 3, right? How do I figure out these few numbers here? Okay, so I'm going to go on. Okay, so if this number here is 1, this number here is 3. Okay, I think someone says plus 2 plus 2. Okay, good. Plus 2 plus 2 plus 2. So, okay, not only is this thing plus 2 plus 2, actually the final answer here is plus 2 plus 2 plus 2 also. Okay, so actually you can figure out the 5, 7, 9, and 11 by yourself. Okay, and this here comes from this formula, which is Tn is equals to the first number plus n minus 1 times your difference. Okay, good. So actually you can gotten this, your first number here will be 5 plus n minus 1 times 2. So this is your 2n plus 3. Okay. Okay. So, but how do I want, or rather, if I want to figure out what is going on at the front part, right? Okay, I'm going to say this. Okay. There is actually some sort of pattern here. 1 to 3, 2 to 4, 3 to 5, 4 to 6. Actually, there is a plus 2, plus 2, plus 2, plus 2, right? So your first formula here is actually you're going to write down here. This is your n plus 2 square. Okay, and then the other one, you realize, oh, is 1 to 2, 2 to 3, 3 to 4, 4 to 5. So it's plus 1, plus 1, plus 1. So it's this thing minus away, n plus 1 squared. I can't type that in the comments. It's okay, no worries, no worries. I think you cannot type brackets in the comments. Okay, the other way I tried typing comments, uh, I couldn't use it also. Yeah. Okay. Okay, so this is the formula. You can then later on go and expand it. You can go and get this. If not, you can use your constant difference formula to get the answer, which is 2. So, what is you cannot see. You can also go and type into the, sorry, you can use your constant difference formula for patterns, and then that is 2m plus 3. Okay. Okay, from here, let's go on. Okay, it says this. Next one, explain with calculations why 1137 is a term in this sequence. Okay, so right off the bat, your gut feeling is, can this number be part of it? Okay, the answer is high chance yes, because I'm basically accounting for every single odd number, okay, that is after 5. Okay, and 1137 is an odd number. Okay, but how do I explain it? We always go back to the formula. So I'm going to let 2n plus 3 is equals to 1137. Okay, I'm going to figure out what is n here. So this is 1134. Okay, then n is equals to 567. Good. N is a nice number. N is an integer. Okay, so since n is an integer, okay, this is actually the keyword that I'm looking for. N is an integer. Okay, 1137 is part of the sequence. Okay, nice, easy question. Okay, then we come to one last question. Wow, GG. What is happening here? Okay, let me bring down the values first. Okay, let me bring it down here. So it's easier for us to see. Okay, find the exact value. Can we use summation? You learned summation before, meh? In E-math. In JC, yes lah. In H2, yes lah. So we did lah. But take L L plus L1 plus L99 times 50. L1 plus L99 times 50. Okay, then you need to go and figure out what is L1 and L99, right? You go and try to tell me whether your answer is the same. What is summation? Summation is a concept in JC that you learn. Yeah. Okay. Okay. So actually, if you take a look, I'm just looking for every single term added up together, right? So L1, L2, L3, L4, all the way until L99. Okay, I'm going to take a look at my values. I'm going to take a look at, can I simplify any of this? That means if I were to add everything up together, okay, so let's say I have this thing minus this thing, that is my L1, okay, plus this minus this is L2, okay, plus this minus this is L3, okay, continue. Is there something that I can cancel out when I put that three things back to back to back? Is there anything that I can simplify to make my working a little bit easier? Okay, if you take a look very, very closely, actually, this and this one is gone, right? You also have that 4 and the plus 4 and the minus 4 is also gone. Okay. And then you realize actually every single term will be cancel out, cancel out, cancel out, cancel out, cancel out. Okay. Only except number one, this term over here in purple. Okay, and that one of that one last final front term. So what I'm going to do over here is I'm going to figure out what is that term first. Okay, and because I know that what is that first number over here is a m plus 2 square. Okay, when I'm looking at my L99, the first value there will have to be 99 plus 2, which is equals to 101. Okay, so the number that I'm looking at all the way at the back, when I'm at my L99, is this 101 square minus 100 square. Okay, sorry, let me zoom this in. And eventually this 100 square will also be cancelled. Okay, so what am I left with? I'm left with 101 square minus 2 square. So my final answer here, 101 square minus 2 square. Okay, this should be relatively easy with your calculator, right? Just key into your calculator. 10197. This is your final answer. Okay, of course, my working seems a bit long, right, and very excessive. Like, how come it's like so long, right? Okay, of course, if you can figure it out straight away, you don't have to show. I'm just showing you what is the logic that I have when I'm applying to this question. Okay, so this is a very, I would say, weird patterns question. It feels a bit difficult, yet it's not very difficult. Okay, okay. I think I will go through another two more questions. Okay, I'll just finish up two more questions. Okay, then we'll call it a day. Okay, the next question here, even if you are Sec 1, you should be interested. This is yours. For some of you, the first ever um, topic you learn in secondary school math. Right. Okay, so the question here is telling you two numbers. Okay, prime factors are given to you, so you have to go and key into calculator. Find the largest common factor. Okay, what is largest common factor? What is the keyword that I'm looking for? Does anyone know? What is largest common factor? What are they hinting at you or prompting you to do? Lowest power. Okay, yes, that is what we are finding. But what is the keyword that I'm looking for? What am I finding for both of these things? Smallest common power, largest power. Wow, 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 I got different answers really. Largest common, lower of the both number. Okay, I'm still not getting my keyword. My keyword is I want the HCF. Okay, so I want the HCF. Okay, so I want the HCF. Yes, HCF. Wow, your name very nice. Absidy, absidy, absidy. Okay. HCF is equals to, okay, from here, I'm looking for HCF, so I'm looking for two things. Okay, number one, I'm looking for the common basis. Okay, number two, I'm looking for the lowest power. Okay, of course, for LCM is the opposite of it. Okay, so it's the highest power in all of the bases. So common bases, basically those that I see repeating itself. Okay, the answer here is going to be 3 and 5. And I'm looking for the lowest power, okay, which is the lowest power within this itself. So lowest power within this itself will be your 3 square and then your 5 to the power of 1. Okay, then from here I'm going to then times it. The answer is 45. So this is my answer. Okay, Ken? Okay, good. Let's move on to the next question. Okay, find the smallest whole number that is divisible by both 720 and 1575. Again, what concept am I looking for over here? Okay, what is the concept that I'm looking for? Very good, LCM, lowest common multiple. So basically these 2 marks here is kind of like giveaway. You know how to do one, you should know how to do the other one. Okay, so this is gonna be common all the bases, again right here, all bases and the highest power. Okay, so 2, 3, 5, 7, everything I want, very, very greedy person. All the highest powers. Okay, then from here you key in into your calculator, which is 25200. Can do 100 question next time. Wow, you're very confident, Is it because EMF 2 too easy for you already. Yeah, you will be surprised. Some of the students are struggling with this question. You know why? Because your sec four, you all haven't revised this for very, very long. Okay, come. Okay, since you say this one very easy, hot fella bake. How do I answer this question in part three? Okay, I help you write out the working first. This times this when divided by p is equals to, okay, is a perfect square. How do I continue this? Choose more creative paper. You're too high level already. You're really, really good students. That's why you understand everything. Okay, those students who cannot they really will feel like they're struggling. Okay, I'm gonna times in everything first. 2 to the power of 4 times 3 to the power of 2 times 5. Then 3 to the power of 2 times 5 to the power of 2 times 7 over p. Okay, I'm gonna simplify this first. Okay, so that's gonna be 2 to the power of 4 times 3 to the power of 4 times this over p. Make the closest power to make the power closest to multiple of 2. Okay, it's not closest power of 2 is basically you want it to be a multiple of 2. So actually what I'm looking for is this. This is done, this is done. Okay, I'm looking for find the power of 2, and then I'm looking for 7 to the power of 0. Yes, very good. So the final answer here is actually just p is equal to 5 times 7, which is equals to 35. Okay, for those of you who are really, really strong, this is nothing. Okay, this is really, really very easy. Yes, you are A-math students. Okay, very good. Okay, that means I know that you all are doing well in your math. Tell you for your end of year, which is coming up soon. Yes, correct. 7 to the power of 0 is 1. I want to get rid of the 7. Because if I have a times 1 here, sorry, if I have a times 1 here, it doesn't affect whether is it a perfect square or perfect cube. Because 1 can be both square rooted and cube rooted. Okay. Okay, one last question. Okay, this question here, the data question cannot study one right. Uh, I would say use your logic. Use your logic. Some schools provide their students with a lot of notes to go and study. You want me to skip? Yeah, because you know what to do, right? Okay, yeah, let me see if there's a more interesting question at the back. Factorize out the negative. Yes, very good. Must factorize out the negative. Yes, very good. Okay, since you all are so good, okay, I'm going to skip this first part. Okay, and then I'm going to jump to the second part straight. Okay, since you all are also good already. Wow, you're very good. Okay, I'm gonna the final answer is this. Okay, okay. From here, okay, those of you who know what you're doing, okay, yes, this is a set phase graph. At the same time, can you tell me what is the coordinates of the maximum point? What is the coordinates of the maximum point? You all should be able to read it off the value straight away. What is the coordinates of maximum point? 3, comma 1, minus 3 and 1. Who is correct? Minus 3 and 1? Minus 3 and 1? D1DX, don't type the bracket. I shared before already. Yeah, that doesn't work. So far, none of your answers are correct. Yes, finally, I got one correct answer. It's Mosey. It's minus 3 and minus 1. Okay, so this is where most students will lose their marks because they forget how to read the value. Okay, so for this one, you take it at face value. Okay, for the other one, you need to go and take out the minus sign. Oh, you don't use brackets. Then why you cannot type? Okay, okay, good, good, congrats. You draw the graph wrong. Why I draw the graph wrong? Why is it wrong? It's a set phase graph, correct? Why this is negative, right? So this is a set phase graph. Correct? Negative x square, correct? Okay? You confused, right? Yeah, yeah. Can I. Okay, it's okay, it's fine. Okay, so negative graph means it's set phase because you're negative, so you're set. So okay, you'll be upset. Okay, the maximum point here is minus 3 minus 1. So we know that the graph is somewhere Okay, if I were to plot my graph somewhere around here. Okay, so this is my highest point. Okay, at the same time, I want to find out if there are y and x intercepts. So I'm going to sub in x is equals to 0. Okay, I realize that y is equals to minus 10. So actually, I'm going to cut my graph at this point, which is equals to minus 10. Sorry, it's not cross, it's a line. Okay, and then from here, what I'm going to do is I'm going to plot the graph. Okay, from here, I have a question. Do I, or rather, will my graph cut the x-axis? Will I have a point where it cuts the x-axis? You will, no, very good. Why? Because this is the highest point. At the same time, it is a set phase graph. So the only way this graph can go is something like this. Sorry, let me draw. Okay, the graph will have to look something like this. Okay, then I have to go and write my equation. Okay, those of you who are A math students, okay, I know you all know a lot. Okay, I know you know that no discriminant, whatever, whatever. Okay, yes. Imaginary roots, yes. Okay, all very strong students. Okay, okay, but for your E math friends, okay, they don't know all this. Okay, so don't you don't take A math. It's okay, it's fine. Don't take A math. Okay, they ignore all these people. Okay, they are spouting nonsense to you. Okay. Okay, good. So from here, they say hence explain without solving. Okay, why are there no solutions of x when this thing over here is equals to 10? Okay, those of you who know what's going on, okay, what I'm going to do is this. I'm going to rearrange the values. Okay, it's basically asking me, okay, what happens when I try to equate this graph over here, which is this portion, is equals to y is equals to 0, which is basically this line here, which is the x-axis. So they're asking you, do I cut the x-axis? Okay, in very layman term, do I cut the x-axis? The answer is no. So I'm going to say this very simply. Okay, there are no solutions. Okay, as the curve does not intersect the x-axis. What if I write no real roots? You can, but I'll mark you wrong. You know why? Because hence. So you must use the graph. You write no real roots, but then you don't mention about the graph, you won't get the marks because of the hence word. Mm. So you must answer unless this question has no hence. They just say explain. Then maybe I will give you the you are using graph, but you never mention, you just say no real roots, cannot write cos max point. Uh, okay, so CSA, can I write it if max point is minus 3 minus 1? Minus 3 minus 1. Okay, you can do that. So you have to tell me two things. Okay, if you want to use that. Number one, you must tell me that the maximum point. Okay, sorry, rather you must tell me number one, the coefficient of the x square is less than 0. Okay, and therefore it is a downward sloping graph. Okay, basically is this shape over here. Then number two, you tell me that the max point, okay, is minus 3 minus 1, okay, which is below the x-axis. Okay, and then therefore it won't touch. Okay, cannot write. Yeah, so yeah, okay, I explain to you. Top bit. Can I do probability question? We need to end already. So, maybe in the next EMAth one, which is closer to O levels. Okay, if I have it, then I will go and find the questions that you all want. Okay, so maybe I'll pick a slightly tougher paper. Okay, but actually this paper is from MGS. Okay, so it is quite a tough question. You said got yeah, one more this one. No? Okay. Okay. Do you go? No, I don't go live every day. We go live usually once a week. Yes, I zoom out already. No more, no, one more. My my colleague's gonna kill me. Okay. We do one very quick one. Okay. Let's do about polygons. Okay. The behind one all need more than 4 minutes. Okay. I go on. We just cannot finish in 4 minutes now. Okay. Let's look at this one. Okay. I'm just gonna go through one question. Okay, which is the 20i. Okay. Okay. 20i. Two regular polygons have n and two n sites respectively. Boring meh? You later everything also boring for you. Maybe the AMF one will you will feel a bit better. Okay. Okay, so the size of each interior angle in polygon A is 300% greater. What does 300% greater than means? Okay, very good. 4x. So this is 4 times. Okay, this is kind of like 4 units and this is like 1 unit, right? Okay, but you must remember, this is not a typical question where you only have one polygon and the exterior angle and interior angle is 180. Okay, these are two different polygons. So I have to use 180, okay, which is your interior angle formula. Okay, this is the interior angle, which is A. Okay, and then this is the exterior angle, which is B. Okay, is equals to 4 times of one of the exterior angle. Okay, so now I'm going to solve. Okay, very, very quickly, I'm going to solve. I'm going to end up with this. Okay, n is equals to 6. Okay, so I wouldn't say that this question is difficult, but it's more new. Okay, it will take some time for you to go and figure out. AMF is fun because it's easy. Well, y'all say until like you're very, very strong at it. Are you getting 100%? Okay, okay, I'm going to end my live here. Okay, but for those of you who are still students, okay, I will tell you that yes, if you are good at math, that's a good thing. Okay, but don't get over complacent. Why? Because when you enter your end of year, you confirm will miss out some things. Then when you get back your paper, you'll be like, hey, how come I make so many careless mistakes? Okay, so yeah, see, you thought, okay, so it's 300% greater than. So if I use primary school knowledge, 100 unit is my model. I am 300% greater than the other guy. 300% greater than. So my total is 400%. So it's 4 times of that. Can? Okay, nice. Okay, this is all for today. Okay, feel free to ask your friends to come and watch us in the future. Okay, yes, models is here, primary school, right? You don't like, right? Okay, so we'll be having live next week. Okay, so if you want to come and join us for chemistry next week, then I think then there's AMAT 2 weeks from now. Okay, then there'll be more live coming up as we go closer to O levels. Okay, go and follow us on our IG and also our TikTok. Pure Chem, pure. Everything is pure. Can? Okay, thank you for your very active participation. Okay, I see a lot of viewers today. Okay, so hopefully I'll bring tougher people in the future. Then we can struggle together. Okay? Okay, thank you. Okay, we will see you next week. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Thank you for the support. Thank you. No more, no more. I want to go home already. 10 o'clock already. I'm still at the center. Bye bye. Bye bye. See you. Okay, thanks. Bye. Okay, okay. All go and sleep. All go and sleep. Okay, y'all don't be skipping. Okay, bye bye. Okay, I'm gonna close this live already. Bye bye. How do I off this? Oh, this one. Okay.